Diego Luna at Sunday's Golden Globes. He offered fans a bittersweet update about the second and final season of Andor. While attending the ceremony for his nomination for Best Supporting Actor in Hulu's La Máquina, Luna expressed mixed emotions about wrapping up the Star Wars series. He said, quote, "It's the last season. It's the end," Luna said, adding, "But I'm excited for the audiences to watch. It's been a long journey. It's cool." It's hard to read that without hearing it in Diego's voice. He does it so much better. He could read the phone book and I'd be like, that guy's cool. He's just got that. Anyway, season 2 of Andor is set to premiere on April 22nd, just 2 days after the conclusion of Star Wars Celebration. Fans are speculating that the event may include a special screening. While Disney has yet to confirm, recent Star Wars premieres suggest at least a 2-episode drop to kick things off. Returning cast members include Luna as Cassian Andor, Stellan Skarsgård, Adria Arjona, Denise Go, and Kyle Soller. Season 2 will also see the return of Ben Mendelsohn as Orson Krennic, yes, and Alan Tudyk as K2SO, yes. Tony Gilroy remains the lead writer, joined by Beau Willimon, Dan Gilroy, and Tom Bissell. Directing duties will shift to Ariel Kleinman, Janice Metz, and Alonso Ruzi Palacios. Sorry, Alonso, if you ever come on the show, you can teach me how to say your name. As Andor prepares for its climactic run, Luna's heartfelt words echo the anticipation of fans eager to see the rebellion's next chapter. Nick, we know this is, there's a lot riding on this. As far as we know, it's the first time other than the prequels, where we know where the series is heading. We know where the last episode is going to go. Does that put too much pressure on the rest of the story to remain interesting, knowing that we know that essentially we're going to run this right up to Cassian shooting his partner in the back on the Rings of Kafrene? Or, what's at stake as far as telling the story?
I think it's a good thing. And I hope that for the creators and for the writers and for the Willimons and the Gilroys and the everybody that's involved in the creation of this show, which the first season is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I hope it's kind of a breath of fresh air, kind of like James Mangold wanting to step outside of like most of the pre-existing structures. This is my biggest complaint with Lost all those years ago. It felt like Lost took off. It was great at the beginning and they didn't know how they were going to land that plane, pun intended.
Literally. Yeah.
And I think with this, we know where this story, the freaking Rogue One movie ends 30 seconds before New Hope starts.
Right.
We know where this story ends. We know where this goes. So all you have to do is take a deep breath and fill in the middle. And I hope that is something that allows these creators to go, look what we get to do. And we get to plug in K2. We get to plug in Krennic. We get to, plant some little seeds. Yeah, same thing. Matt's exactly right. We knew where Rogue One was going and it was still awesome. So I think it's a good thing. And I wish we had the ability for more of our Star Wars stories to maybe open up that space to fill in some middle ground.
And I wonder if that's why Andor is so well put together, and we'll get to it a little bit when we get to our skeleton crew discussion at the bottom of the hour with Darth Chaco joining us. But that's a problem for a lot of streaming series, is they tend to leave every single episode so wide or every season so wide open in the event that they are renewed. And if the problem is when they're not renewed, it's just this big dangling story part that just isn't there. So I think that's one of the things that probably benefits Andor, is there is a clear finish line, and they're headed right toward it.
Yeah. Hot take. Everything should end like The Sopranos did. Leave it wide open. Go one way, go the other way. I do too. I think it's perfect.
Anybody who complains about it doesn't get The Sopranos. I'm just saying it.
That's right.
I'm saying it now.
David Chase said it. All you got to do is go look up his interviews. He'll tell you what happened.